Are you struggling financially? Do you feel that you could be in a better position right now? What if I tell you your career is within reach? Hi, my name is Tanya Luong. I am the CEO of Glamour and co-founder of Glamour Academy. Today, I want to share with you key elements that had helped me to overcome the financial struggle. There are so many careers out there that you can pick. But as for me, I come to discover microblading. I want to share how microblading had helped me to overcome the financial struggle. In the next moment here, I want to show you exactly the numbers, and you can see how the numbers as far as the income that can help you. So I wanted to show you exactly what I mean by having a microblading service incorporated into your business to increase your income. For example, in your area, or I'm not sure about your area, but my area, an average of a low-end microblading is 400, and the high-end is 800. So I'm going to show you what you can make at the low end and what you can make at the high end. At 400, all I need is one, let's just do one microblading a day. Okay, there's 30 days in a month. So I'm going to take out the weekend. I'm only count weekdays. That would be about 20 days in a month. So I'm going to multiply this by 20. That would give me an average of 8,000 a month. That's on the low end. If I were to charge, if your skills were in high demand, I could charge up to $800 per microblading. Times 20 in a month, that would give me $16,000. So there you go. All you have to do is just do one microblading a day. Imagine you have 2 or more. That would really increase your income volume. So I want to take this by in what's it, 8,000 in a year. Okay, this would really test my math. Okay, so that's an average of 96,000. Okay, and if you were able to do 800 or 16,000 by 12 months, that would give you 190,000 or more. This is amazing, and not a lot of people are able to kind of put themselves into this position. But I figured this out. I only need one, but I don't think one is enough. I end up probably serving like 2 or 3 microblading a day, and that would just, you know, set my goal. I may not have to do something else. I would just as well be a microblader. So how do I do this? How can I achieve these numbers? For me, I want to show you today essential steps that can take you to becoming a best microblader and for you to make this amount in a year. So I want to take this off and show you all the essential steps. The first thing that you need to do you need to think about is to have a microblading certification. Okay, microblading certificate. This is very important. I understand a lot of you out there, sometimes you think that you were like, I don't need to be certified. You know, I can just copy someone. I can just sit there and look at someone and just mimic it and do it myself. And I want to tell you this from my experience, nothing better than you having that certification, having that training, having that backing in order for you to maintain that career. So I don't think you should start out a career by just copying, by just mimicking someone. This is what certifies you. This is what makes you stand out, right? There's always a trick, there's always a trade. So having certified, having the right training is essential. It can take you from level 1 to level 10, meaning from knowing, you know, a little itsy bitsy, nothing, to somebody who is knowing the industry. Okay. So therefore, having a microblading certification is a must. I don't care wherever you go, wherever you get training, but my experience to you is that I think you should seek out a local academy. What I mean is that a lot of companies out there, a lot of trainers out there are hopping, location hopping. They could be one day here and one day in next location, and then poof, gone. So whenever you need them again, they're not even there. They're not even there to give you the right support. So if you need to seek certification, I advise you to seek ones that are in your local area, ones that have locations, ones that have actually have an institutions where you can come in, you can go in and out, you can come, you know, check yourself in over and over again, and they're sedentary. They actually have a location. They're not moving anywhere else. They're not disappearing one day that you come in and not finding them there. Okay, so keep that in mind. That is one of the essential, one of the key essential steps that you need to do first. The next one that I advise you is you need to seek license, or if I can spell this right, license or a permit. So I want to say mention the difference between licensings and permit. It depends on the states and also the locations that you're in. Most of the time, microblading falls into tattoo or permanent makeup category, and all that will falls under the agencies of health department or environment health department. Those agencies are the ones who monitor and regulate your tattoos artists. Therefore, for us here, it's a permit. License is the terminology can be used, but license can be cross-used with your cosmetologist license or your esthetician license. So that falls into the state board licensing. So therefore, if any one of you out there may not tell us the difference between the two, You may cross-use the terminology. Anyway, either way that you use it, it's either you need a permit or a license. Without that, you cannot operate. You cannot work as a legitimate entity. So how it works is that once you train, once you become a certified microblader, you then seek to get your permit. Get yourself legally working in an environment where you're able to perform your service. So with this in mind, this agency is on a way out to look for you. For example, just in case you come across a client that are, you becoming, your work is a little bit, how do you say, negligence. There's legal issues involved. Somebody end up suing you. So what happened, right? So then the court will go back and look at, say, are you certified to do this work? And then also, wait, are you permit to do this work? So therefore, having this here is a backup, major backup for you. It legalizes you to become a microblader. Without this, I don't know where your legal issue is going to be at. So for me, I don't want to take that chance. I don't want to take a chance to be not being not being certified or not being permitted. Okay. So therefore, this one of the two key steps, essential step that you need to become a microblader as a career. The next one that I come to share with you is you need to seek a mentor. Wow. What I mean by this, it's a major issues that you should come and seek for a mentor. For example, in my case, when I started out, I make a lot of mistakes. And I do a lot of things that I couldn't believe. But it's just the little things like, okay, what should I do when I finish my job and a client is complained that, hey, I don't like this look. I don't know what to do. I end up having to refund that client. And then guess what? That client can comes out and say that, oh my gosh, she didn't do a good job. So let's not go there. So you see how little things like that, you don't know what to do. So having a mentor that you can call up, you say, hey sis, I just finished this client and she's not happy with it. And this is how it is. This is my final work. What can I do? So I have this mentor who able to help me get through that little, unresolved issues. A lot of other things too. When you, in any business, when you come in, you always have a moment of down. You always have a moment of doubt. Like you're like, oh my gosh, I don't know. I don't think I can do this. I don't think this career is for me. You stuck. So having a mentor there give you a little push. My experience is in the past is I have a downtime. I don't know what to do. It was a hard case and I couldn't fix this person's brows. And I say to myself, I don't know if this is for me. And I either seek more trainings, or maybe I could seek someone who can tell me how to fix the problem. So I ran to my mentor, and having her on my side, either at phone distance or having her next to me. It's such a security. Okay, so I think any one of you out there coming into with this business should have someone that you can look up to, that you can count on, that you can rely on, that you can come and ask questions. Okay, and I'm going to give you an example again. And this is one of my example. My partner gave it to me, and I think it's a great example. Okay, if you have your team going to an Olympic, right? Guess what? You have a mentor, you have a coach. So in order for you to be successful, right, you need a coach. You need a mentor. So I use that. That is a great example. I did it, but I didn't even think about it. But I think, it was just so real. Having a coach, if you want to win that gold, if you want to be successful at this microblading, you need a mentor. You need a coach. I hope I can convince you. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next one. Let's roll this over. My next key element here is one of my best too, is to invest in a quality, I hope you can read my handwriting, quality tools and supplies. Okay, so you are certified, you are licensed and permitted. When you became certified, your skills is already set. You know the techniques, you know what to do, you permitted. Now all you need to do is to have yourself the right tools. And I understand when you first trained, you have a very basic set. You have basic set, you have basic tools, you have an average quality supplies. However, if you want to achieve the best outcome results of your work, you need to seek the best tools and supplies. Your best tools is what? Your best tools is your pigment. Your best tool is your pen and your blades. That's what I'm focusing on. Everything else, okay, is you can manage to accommodate it with different kinds. You can improvise, but having a best pigment and best blade is your money taken. Okay. The next one that I want to share with you is one of the essential steps that to become a success microblader is to look into marketing, advertisement, oh, I'm short, and business plan. Okay, so I want to recap. You are already becoming a best microblader. You are certified. You are permitted to do. You have the right tools. You have the best tools. And guess what? What can elevate you, stand out from your competitor, is to have the best marketing and advertisement. I don't know a lot about this. This is not my forte, So guess what? I seek help. I went out and seek the marketing agency. And I realized that having them in my career had helped me tenfold. So instead of me having just like word of mouth, referrals, this will get me all around my vicinity. If from my experience, if I live here in Riverside, it's a small city, I was able to reach clients from LA, from San Diego, from Victorville, from even OC. So that's about 50 miles out, right? So it's one of the best tools that can increase your revenues as well. So look into that. And besides that, you also need a business plan. So now I'm going to recap a little bit. You certified, you have your permit, you have a mentor, right? Somebody to fall back to. You have the best supplies. You have a marketing and advertisement team. And guess what? Where can it take you? What else? If you want to move your studio from one little small locations to maybe expand, to maybe having a second location. So what do you need? A business plan, right? Because the business plan was able to scale and elevate you to the next level of bringing in the revenues without having you being there. I hope that makes sense. All right, last but not least, I want to share with you to become a best microblader is to build your reputation. Build your, if I can spell, reputation. A little bad handwriting. Reputation. Oh my gosh. This is very. I could say, not everyone was born to become innate, being nice, being skillful. So you have to work at it. Having a reputation is not hard, and yet it's not easy. You just have to learn how to recognize certain mistakes, certain steps that you can learn from it and becoming a better person. What I mean is that, you can be rude at times, but in this business, your customers is king and queen. So I don't care whatever they make, you that upset, you just have to contain. You cannot exude this rudeness, and all you can do is express the best of you out, which is your customer service. And that's where your reputation is. And myself, I have experience with that. Sometimes, I was like, oh, I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I cannot express this madness and just disappointment from how, people can treat you. But guess what? You are in this business of making thousands of dollars. Why are you wasting that? Why are you risking that whole upsetness to build your reputation? This is where your money is. And you don't have to bend over backward and do all that for your client. But I suggest that building a reputation with sincere, really from your heart. And that reputation's becoming not just reputations, but it's your brand, your name. Okay, guys, So I have finished sharing with you the key elements of how and what step you should take to becoming the best microblader. The next thing I wanted to mention, I'm going to roll this over. The next thing I wanted to ask you, if you think being a microblader is for you, and if you think that I was able to convince you and let you understand everything about microblading, you let me know. You can reach me and my team. If you want to have a consultation, we're here for you. All you need to do is you're going to call this number, 951-800. I'm going to write naturally again. 800-8007. Our team can be reached 7 days a week, okay? Or I want to. We have a group of team that can be there for you, giving you some coaching, again giving you a little insight about how our course works. So again, if this is for you, if microblading is for you, we are here for you. I am here for you. We can be reached anytime, 6 days a week. Give us a call, 951-800-8007. Thank you for being with me today.